one.
Good morning. This is Professor Anderson with a little bit of feedback, excuse me, for your writing assignment number 1, the set of instructions, and this is the rough draft. So I want to share with you, this is my intake file, where your assignment folder, where when you upload an assignment for submission, this is where it comes. And attached in this column here on the right-hand side is the rubric for each of the writing assignments. Now they're all different. What I love about these rubrics, and you'll find yours in your assignment file also underneath of the PDF for instructions of the assignment. So what I love about this is that it gives a blow by blow detailed description of each of the criterion we're looking for when assessing. So there's punctuation, there's grammar and punctuation, there's the design document itself, the design of the document itself, the use and clarity of the graphics, the number of graphics, is there an introduction, do you use notes, explanations, so forth. So what it gives you when you're following through editing your own work, you can use this rubric as an instructional tool to make certain that you have all of the components required for the writing assignment. So I love your description of deviled eggs. This is a great idea. What I recommend first is let's take a look at this introduction. Deviled eggs are a simple, delicious appetizer that everyone loves. Perfect for any party or event. You want to check the spelling there. And easy for anyone to make. In under an hour, you can have deviled eggs ready for your party. Here's a couple of things. On the one hand, I like your introduction. However, these are sets of instructions, and you need to make sure that you remove, remove any inflammatory language, so it's kind of biased. Not everybody likes deviled eggs. I love them, but not everybody likes them. And for some people, it's not simple. Instead, perhaps think of this. Deviled eggs are an appetizer perfect for parties or events, period. They are easy to make and can be they can be made in under an hour and ready for a diverse pop. I don't know. They're simple. Well, I don't know. They require relatively few materials and can be ready in under an hour. So you're giving a description of what they are used for and how long it will take. You're just giving a little prep set of introduction for those instructions. Follow the steps listed below to create your favorite deviled eggs. So make sure you remove this, your favorite. Again, it's when we get into technical writing, that's when you'll get into the description. Here we're talking about process. So make a list of ingredients. That's not a step. Well, I guess actually you could have it as a step. Make sure your figure 1, you label this graphic. I know it's labeled figure 1, but then give it a name. Instead of this as a step, I would just say list materials required. A dozen eggs, paprika or Old Bay, mayonnaise, and mustard. Number 1, purchasing the products. Go to the store, purchase the products required, and maybe I would remove this set of instructions, like 2, 3, and 4. I would say preparing your materials, because here you've told them the products that they need, and then I'm not sure that going to the store is should be included. Let's just focus on the making of these. Okay, preparing materials. That could be a subset. Wait a minute, hold on. Here you go. These are also materials. So here you have 2 sets. Make a list of ingredients, or I would just say list of ingredients, figure 1. Next set, materials, figure 2. And again, give this a label and list these out. That's excellent. Now we're starting into our instructions. And I would subset these. 1, I would say, cook the eggs, and that, like in bold up here, cooking the eggs. 1, fill cooking pot with water. 2, place eggs in the pot. 3, turn burner to medium or high heat. 4, bring pot of water to a boil. 5, set timer for 10 minutes once water has begun boiling. Set, after 10 minutes. So you want to walk step by step through each of those. And then that's just cooking the eggs. Now, the second subset or chunks of information is preparing the eggs. So in a bold, prepare eggs. preparing the eggs. One, rinse with water. Let's see. I would say I always run mine under cold water. I would say use a paper towel or however, peel the hard-boiled eggs, to rinse with water to remove excess shells. 2, cut eggs in half. 3, separate yolk from the white of the egg. Place yolk in one bowl and white in a separate container. And then the next subset of group is preparing the filling. 1, add the following ingredient. Add the following ingredients to the bowl with yolks. 1, 6 tablespoons of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons. Plug in the mixture. So I like how you have these, but do you understand what I'm saying? Is like there are like 5 or 6 chunks of information. 1, setting out these materials is not necessarily an instruction. It's just preparing it. 1 is cooking the eggs. 2 is preparing the eggs. 3 is making the filling. 4 is filling the eggs. 5 is storing the eggs or garnishing the eggs. And then 5, is storing the eggs. So a couple of things. I would break your items into, break your sets of instructions into chunks, those 5 different chunks, and make sure you label your, each of your graphics a title. Underneath of each of those 5 sets of chunks of instructions, I feel confident you'd have at least 5 steps inside of each of those, and that would bring you up to your 25. So I don't think that there'd be any problem there. So I look forward to reading your final copy.